All right, then. So this morning, let's touch a little bit on education, right? We're leveraging opportunities for academic success. We're looking at it from the blueprint of Elizade University. That's a university on the lips of many people right now. And my guest is someone who's been there for several years. When you talk about communication, when you talk about public relations, my guest is Mr. Omololu Adegbenro, who's the registrar of Elizade University in Ilara-Mokin, Ondo State. If you're wondering who he is, he's a veteran journalist and, of course, a public relations practitioner of several years standing. He was with the Federal University of Technology in Akure before his appointment as registrar of Elizade University. He's my great friend as well, so he's joining me in the studios this morning. It's a thing of joy to have you, Mr. Adegbenro. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, you need to get closer to the microphone so we can hear you pretty well. It's your first time of being in our studios?
Well, not the first time, really. I was here about 10 years ago, and then we met.
Right.
But I'm happy that we are meeting again today.
Okay, which is pretty good. So let's just jump in on the conversation because of time constraints. We need you to introduce Elizade University to our listeners. So what inspired the foundation of that university, and of course, what vision is it pursuing? Let's start from there.
Well, thank you very much. Elizade University started in 2012, and that was the year we received the license, which was given by the federal government through the National Universities Commission. But we didn't start operations until the 6th of January 2013, the following year.
Okay.
When we opened our doors to the first set of students, just 64 of them. Then I remember.
All right.
We had just 2 faculties and 13 programs spread across those 2 faculties. But today, as I speak, we have 5 faculties plus the School of Postgraduate Studies and over 31 programs. All duly accredited by the National Universities Commission and the various professional bodies.
Which is very, very good. So this is 12 years down the line.
12 years down the line. But the vision of Elizade University is as follows: to seek to be globally competitive,
okay,
and to produce entrepreneurial, innovative and ethical graduates.
Right.
That's the vision of the university. Why the mission is to produce graduates with the appropriate skills and knowledge for the development of the nation and global competitiveness.
All right, we'll tap into how far you guys have gone with this vision, but I need you to tell me some little things about the founder of that institute. Chief Michael Adeojo is his name, right?
Yes.
All right, what's his philosophy for education? Talk to me.
There are 2 parts. One, to create an enabling atmosphere for the state-of-the-art facilities and employing quality staff where teaching, learning, and relevant research are celebrated, and to produce through teaching and research activities thinkers, researchers, scholars, and leaders of tomorrow. Now, Chief Michael Adeojo, apart from this, let me also add this, that part of the reasons he established Elizade University, chief among them was to attempt to reverse the craze for overseas studies by Nigerian youth by providing world standard facilities in terms of human and physical structures for students of that university.
Wow.
And that he has done excellently well.
All right.
Chief Michael Adeojo is a philanthropist, is a businessman by excellence, is an entrepreneur. Is the founder of Toyota Nigeria Limited, founder Elizade Nigeria Limited, and of course, he has an insurance company which is Custodian and Allied Insurance with the headquarters here in Lagos.
So his business acumen spread across several spheres.
Even sports. He's also the founder of Smoking Hills Golf Resort in Ilara-Mokin.
Wow.
Which is an 18-hole golf course, and which has been described as the most challenging golf course on the continent of Africa.
Which is very, very interesting. So he's always had that interest for education for several years. Let's talk a bit about his penchant for academics excellence and, of course, the facilities that you have in that school. So what are some of the flagship programs that is being offered at Elizade University? Talk to me.
Some of our flagship programs include law, nursing science, medical laboratory science, and of course we have some other programs in the humanities, social management sciences, and basic and applied sciences, and of course in engineering. So let me also add this, that in engineering there is a program we call automotive engineering. The reason for having that is very simple. Chief Michael Adeojo is into automobile business.
That's true.
And what we do basically in that faculty of engineering is to train engineers, particularly in automotive engineering, who can go into the world and begin to function effectively.
I'm sure many listeners can connect with Elizade Motors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we also understand that infrastructure really plays a very big role in learning. So what world-class infrastructure or perhaps facilities does Elizade University offer? Or what can they boast of? Talk to me.
Well, we have quite a lot of them, from our infrastructure, our buildings are top-notch, the laboratories are first class, the classrooms are second to none. I mean, a visit to the campus will convince you. I don't want to start boasting here. I would rather encourage as listeners, as many of them that can make it to the campus, to please visit the campus. We've had so many prominent Nigerians who have visited the campus and who have given accolades. People like Pastor Adegbenro, Shiwole Lanipekun, even the immediate past Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, SAN. Even Professor Wole Soyinka was on our campus to give a lecture, a convocation lecture, and I remember talking beautifully well about the university, our infrastructure, ranging from classrooms to our buildings and laboratories.
Okay, which is very, very good. I'm hoping that I'll be able to visit that school one of these days, because you're speaking glowingly about the facilities that you have this morning. But there's a lot of talk about engineering, basic sciences, allied health sciences, and all that you have. I need you to shed more light on these areas and its impact on the communities. Talk to me.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said earlier, there are 5 faculties in that university as we speak, which is School of Postgraduate Studies. Now, in the Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences, we have 8 programs running. Applied geophysics, biochemistry, biotechnology, computer science, cybersecurity, environmental management and toxicology, microbiology, and physics with electronics. Okay. Now, coming to Faculty of Allied Sciences, you have medical laboratory science, nursing science, human anatomy, and human physiology. In engineering, you have automotive engineering, there is civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, information and communication engineering. And of course, in that same faculty, because engineering and environmental sciences, most of the time they go together. We have the program in architecture. That is why we call that faculty of engineering and environmental sciences. Okay. Now, in humanities, social and management sciences, you have accounting, business administration, economics, English, tourism and hospitality management, human resource management, international relations, mass communication, performing arts, political science, and sociology. Right. Why in law? I mean, you have law. Law is one program faculty. I mean, that is what I usually call law. Right. And of course, we have the School of Postgraduate Studies.
How big is the school? I'm just looking through now. So how big is that institution?
We are on 104 hectares of land.
Wow, that's massive.
But we have developed about 40% of that total land mass as I speak.
Okay, which is very, very good. We have some questions that are popping in here for you. 080-99-120-777. If you know you want to attend Elizade University, I'm sure my guest is here to help you out. This one says, good morning. How does the school help students who are struggling academically? Fadekemi is sending this one in. Do you have any program to ensure that students are not lagging behind?
We ensure that our students don't lag behind in any way. Those who are struggling, we try to organize some extramural classes for them, if you permit me to use that word, right. With some kind of understanding between the university management and our lecturers. Okay. We give them a lot of tutorials as well, while also encouraging them to do their assignments and all the other things from time to time.
Which is very good. This one says, good morning, Victor. Please ask the guest if there are any financial aids or scholarship programs for brilliant but less privileged students. B from Ogba is sending this one in. B, thank you so much. So do you have that?
Yeah, we do that. We have a partner in Japan. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that our founder, does a lot of business with people in Japan.
Right.
They send some money to us from time to time to help with the scholarship scheme. But such scholarship is given to very brilliant students, not those who are just struggling. Then two, we make the payment of school fees flexible, such that parents can pay 2 times within a session.
Okay.
50% of the total school fees at the beginning of the first semester, and the balance at the beginning.
So you make it flexible.
We make it very flexible.
Okay, which is very good. I hope students in your school are already tapping into the NEL fund. That's the Nigerian Education Loan Fund.
Unfortunately, that is not extended to private universities.
Oh, not
It's
yet.
only meant for public universities.
And state universities.
Yes.
All right, then 08099120777. Let's touch a bit on something which I feel is very, very crucial to students while they're in schools. Now, a lot of times, school owners, or perhaps most owners of these universities, they pay much more attention to the academics, forgetting the hostel life and all of that. So let's, drift towards that aspect. Student life and support systems. What do you have in that regard at Elizade University?
Yeah, we don't joke with that because if you want students to study and do well, you must make life comfortable for them. It's not only about academics. Where they live is very crucial. We have very standard hostels. Some people have even described one of our hostels as a hotel because of the nature of the building and the way the building has been equipped. So we have our students, some of them 2 in a room, 4 in a room, and they are doing well, and we make electricity available to them most of the time. Water is flowing. Not only that, sporting facilities are also available for our students. They have the opportunity to engage in any form of sporting activity that they might prefer on campus. And of course, I spoke earlier that the founder has an 18-hole golf course. Our students who are interested in the game of golf also are encouraged to play golf in Ilara-Mokin. Then and lastly, the cafeteria. Of course, we don't allow our students to cook, so we have the central cafeteria where they go to eat. So the cafeteria is standard. Most of us staff, even principal officers, go to the same cafeteria to have our meals.
Which is very, very good. All right, then, for those, do you have your next admission session? When is it?
It has started.
Oh, it has started already.
Yeah, you recall that the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board held the policy meeting some time ago, where the admission for this year kick-started. So a lot of candidates have been applying to us now. So our portal is opened for admission, and this is the season. All right.
How can people join that? Those who are listening to us right now, they like to bring their words to that particular institution. What do they need to do?
It's very simple. For anybody applying to us, such candidate must have had at least 5 credits in O-level, WAEC or GC or NECO. 5 credits at no more than 2 sittings, and they must include English and mathematics and other relevant subjects. For example, somebody coming to study law must have had their credit pass in literature and English and a few other subjects, just making a total of 5 credits. Then the person must have sat for the last Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination conducted by JAM before he or she can be said to have qualified to apply to us.
When is your post-JAM?
But it's ongoing. It's ongoing. But what they need to do is to first visit our website, which is www.elizadeuniversity.edu.ng. I take that again. www.elizadeuniversity.edu.ng.
All right.
And once they are in there, they click on admission 2025-2026 admission portal,
and they will to get all the details.
All the details. In fact, they apply online. And as you are submitting your application, in less than a minute, you get a response from the university. All
right. This one says, does the university have exchange programs with schools outside Nigeria? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much.
We do. We have with ORD College in Israel, where we take our engineering students to do exchange program for a semester or so. We are also working out something with University of Liverpool, in London, in the UK, and that is going to be for our nursing students. So we have, and of course, locally here, we have some relationships with some teaching hospitals in Nigeria.
Okay.
Obafemi Awolowo Teaching Hospital, for example.
Right.
University of Medical Sciences, Ondo Teaching Hospital, for example. Adeoyo Hospital in Ibadan. Then the one in Abeokuta, which is called Aro.
Okay.
For our nursing students who are interested in studying the
mental health
and so on. Right. So all of these institutions I just mentioned, we have very good relationships.
All right, let me see if I can still sneak this question in. This one says, "Good morning, Mr. Adegbenro." No, he's Adegbenro. He said, "How does the school handle students who have special learning needs?" Thanks. Ifeanyi is sending this one in. Ifeanyi, thanks so much for your question.
Yeah, that is one of our selling points at Elizade University. Let me also give this practical example. We had a student who came in some years back to study automotive engineering, deaf and dumb.
Wow.
But we had to bring in some specialists to train him, who are always assisting by way of going to class, those who study special education. And at the end of the day, the boy made a second class upper.
Wow.
He made a second in automotive engineering. So it's not that we can do it, we have done it. So we can do it again.
All right, let's begin to round this all up right now. So, lots of opportunities await people who want to be part of the Elizade University family, right?
Yeah, a lot. I always tell people today in Nigeria we have 298 universities. Now, 72 of them are owned by the federal government, and that constitutes 24.2% of total number of universities in Nigeria. Now, 67 are owned by the state government, constituting 22.4%. While private universities are 159, constituting 53.4% of all the universities in Nigeria. So, like somebody once described the private universities, that is former executive secretary of NUC, Professor Julius Okoje. He said the private universities are the future of education in Nigeria.
Right.
Because it's only in private universities where you don't have a strike. I mean, you come in for a 4-year degree program and you are sure of graduating in 4 years. You are brilliant.
Let's begin to round this up now. So your admission portal is open right now?
Yes, it's open right now.
So what was the process again?
Just log into our website, which is www.elizadeuniversity.edu.ng. Once you get in there, it will take you straight to admission 2025-2026, and you log on and you begin to complete all the formalities. All right, then we'll leave it at that for now. It's always a thing of joy to have you around, Mr. Adegbenro. Your parting thoughts, your closing message for our listeners this morning? Yeah, I want to encourage our parents whose ones are ready to go to the universities now to make Elizade University their choice of university, and they will never regret doing so. All right, then we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you around. Thank you. And I'm hoping that one of these days you can pop in once again. Exactly. And we can also come for an excursion at Elizade University. You are most welcome. All right, so we're leveraging opportunities for academic success this morning, and we're looking at it from the Elizade University model. And my guest, Mr. Omololu Adegbenro, who's the registrar of that particular university. So you can go on the website, like he has told you, and you get all the details that you need. A brief break. When we return, do our birthdays before we switch to Insurance Digest.